going to talk quickly about one of the transits that's going on right now that really I really resonate with. It's the Pluto Uranus Square. Pluto and Uranus are both extremely far outer planets that move very slowly through the zodiac signs. Pluto is in Capricorn right now. Pluto represents transformation, deep transformation, authority, plutocracy, control, power, and Capricorn represents the establishment, authority, the rules, the established way that things are done. And when Pluto comes into Capricorn, it means that the establishment is crumbling. And Pluto represents rebirth. So the establishment is going to die because it needs to die. I'm sure that we can all agree on the fact that the society that we're in right now is fucked up. And I'm sorry, my animals are playing Apollo. Uranus rules Aquarius, and it represents freedom, individual power, and authority over oneself, nonconformity, versus Capricorn, which represents conformity to established rules and values. Aquarius is about the opposite of that. And Uranus right now is in Aries, which represents warriors. And so Uranus in Aries is basically the individual, the little guy, standing up for themselves, fighting for their rights. And Pluto in Capricorn represents the authoritarians, the totalitarians that will do anything that they need to do to maintain their current power. I can see this playing out all over in the news. The government is basically the Pluto in Capricorn. That's what I think. I mean, it's not just the US, but America is... it's really going in the wrong direction. And this Pluto-Uranus square has been going on for over a year now, and it will be coming exact again on November 5th. And it also is tapping into Jupiter in Cancer. This summer there was a lot of action going on there. The point is, when these slow-moving planets make aspects to each other like this, especially a square, which in astrology, a square is a disharmonious aspect that causes a lot of dynamic energy. It's not like a trine where it just flows easily. A square means conflict, basically. A conflict between the two energies. And I completely resonate with the Pluto-Uranus square right now. I can see it happening all over. I can feel it in my own life. And I just, I wish that astrologers would give this more attention, because, how do I put this? A lot of astrologers tend to be on the liberal side. And so they don't really see what's going on as government clampdown. I feel like this is, like, liberals see the government as the curtains. The iron fist is behind the curtains. And even the Democrats and the liberals are starting to see what's really going on, despite the government's best efforts to keep it from them. Hence, Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto also represents secrecy, maintaining secrets, using them to manipulate people. In Capricorn, it's all about protecting the power structure. Uranus in Aries is all about fighting for freedom, fighting for the right to think for yourself, having your own liberty to live your life how you choose, despite what the established norms may be. Now, which camp would you fall into? I personally fall into the Uranus and Aries camp, I feel like. And in my head, it's almost like a game, like a chessboard. And you can see it all playing out. I mean, I don't use this to generate, conspiracy theories or anything like that. But you can see the New World Order manifesting. And they are freaking out right now, especially with all this Pluto Uranus energy, because they can tell that if they don't clamp down now, they're going to lose control. And they do not want to lose control. And the end game is really complete enslavement, except for the extremely elite people. And, this whole 1% movement, no, it's really 0.0001%. And that's it. And the legislation that's been coming out of Washington, D.C., goes to show that the whole point is to enslave Americans. War is turning inward. America has been at war for decades in the Middle East. And before I was born, they were still at war in multiple different places where there were countries that never did anything to us, yet we aggressed into them. And we were all told by the media, by the mainstream media, which we trusted, and many, many people still do trust, but more and more people don't, that the war was for a good reason, that America was the good guys. America has lost the moral high ground. Not Americans like you and me. We're great people. We are extremely generous. We want good things for everyone, but we're extremely gullible, especially when it comes to our own country. And the government at the highest levels are using this against us. Just check out the NDAA, which says that you don't have to go to trial, you don't have to have any proof against you, but if the government says that you are suspected of working with associated, if you are a terrorist or if you support associated terrorist networks, then you can be disappeared forever. NDAA 2012. I cried when that passed. This shit's real, and you can even tell it in the astrology. So I guess the point of this video is wake up. The stars say it, but you don't even need to know a damn thing about astrology, and you don't even need to believe in it. You can think that this is all bullshit, even though it's all based on the geometry of the planets in the zodiac. Just look at what's going on, start paying attention, because otherwise we're all going to become slaves.